So is it worth it getting your Class A in 2025? I believe so. Because you have way more options. And obviously, you know, the labor is less than working, you know, outside under the heat or whatever, you know. Obviously, you know, it's easier if you got experience of driving manual. But just because you don't know how to drive manual shouldn't be a sign that, you know, you shouldn't even try. Because, you know, first you gotta look for a school, obviously. Or also look for a school, have the money. If you don't got the money, you could be working at a company and the company will offer you to pay for the class. But it comes with a contract, most likely. They'll give you a contract for a year maybe, and you know, you gotta be with them for that long. And if you break that contract, they're gonna put like something under your driving record or whatever it is. But after, you know, you go to school, they teach you the basics, you know, how to pass. Honestly, me, what I did, I obviously, you know, got my permit first, because, you know, I'm not trying to go to school, have to learn, you know, all these mechanic stuff, all these new parts, and then I have to go study, and then, you know, for the DMV to pass my permit. So what I did, you know, I went to the DMV first. I did all my exams, which is 3 exams, you know, my general knowledge, air brakes, and combinations. Because and then once I went to school, I just had a focus of learning, you know, the basics, which was, you know, learning the truck itself, and like the parts, the components, all the components I had to learn. Other people, you know, did differently. You know, they were doing both at the same time, and it was stressful, which it could be stressful, but I mean, everything you could do, you know, if you put the mind to it. But honestly, it's really worth. Obviously, study, you know, for your exams. In my opinion, the hardest one is general knowledge. Just because general has over 365 questions, I believe. And you know, you don't really know what questions you're gonna get. Then air brakes and combination, I think air brake has like 15, and then combination has like 10, 14, 12. I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I know it's way less than general. General, you need at least 40 to pass, I believe. 40 out of 50. So 10 wrong, you're done. Look for a good app or a website to study. What I did, one of my co-workers, he showed me this one app. Well, not this app, this one website that I had to pay, like, I forgot how much it was, but I had to pay for my for my general knowledge, air brakes, and combination. I had to pay for all 3 of them, but they were literally the exact questions from the DMV. So when it was time to go to the DMV, I would ace it. Obviously, you know, my general took the longest. I went 4 times. 2 times, I got 49 out of 50. I was so mad. I was 1 question every single time off. 2 times. And then the other ones, I passed it right away. I passed both of them first try. I mean, yeah, but this is good money, you know. It's a lot of good money. I just hate people that do this, you know, this type of stuff. You put your blinker on, and then they just want to decide they want to speed up. Of course, he's on his phone. And also, once you have, you know, everything, and you're officially licensed, watch out for people like that. Or people that will just try to brake check you for no reason. People are trying to cut you off. You know, everyone wants to beat the truck. That's something everyone will tell you. They want to beat the truck. Because, I mean, trucks are slow, and everyone wants to cut them off. And also, always have a get out. You see this? Have a get out. It's things that, you know, they make you do for the federal tests. Like, you know, the inspector is looking at everything. You're shifting, how you're looking at your blind spots and stuff. Making sure sure you have, you're washing all your mirrors, your fender mirrors, your regular mirrors. Make sure you're washing everything. Also, once you get hired, once you pass your classes and stuff, make sure, well, just in general, make sure you have a clean record, because companies look at that. They look at your record, see if you got a DUI, if you've been arrested, if you stuff like if you got violations, why, when. Make sure your record is clean. Well, it'll be harder to get hired. But honestly, anyone can do it. Look, I got my Class A at 18 years old. I'm already 19, 1 year ago. And honestly, there's good money in it. It's really good money in it. It also depends on the company you work for. It's all different types. But honestly, what I say is, first, study for your permit. Once you get your permit, look for schools nearby, and then enroll yourself into that school, and then go at it, man. Pay attention. Something about schools too. Well, my school personally, if you got a 95 or higher, 94 or higher on your first, because in school they give you exams. I'm not sure how every school is, but my school, I will have 3 exams, I guess you can say. I forgot what they were called, but they were like tests. And the first one, it was the whole truck itself, which it was the 246 components. I'm not really sure how much it was or how much it is. But honestly, I failed that, and I was really upset, because in my school, I'm not sure how every school is, but in my school, if you fail 2 times, you're done. You fail the requirements. So I failed that one, and because literally the first week you're there, that Friday coming up, because I took it Monday through Friday. So that Friday coming up, I had the 256 components with every single description, and then it was a lot for me, and I was stressing myself out. But then I failed, right? And then they told me, you're good, you study. You have one more chance to redeem yourself. And lucky for me, the next week I didn't have it. So I kept studying, and because the classes are 1 month long. So in my 3rd week, I had it again. By then I already knew everything. And then mind you, the 2nd week was maneuvers. They will rate your maneuvers. And then that I passed right away. I got a 96 and a 94. And then for my last one was my driving. I got a 98 or a 99. I was so upset I didn't get 100. Only one person in my class got 100. But as long as I passed, I was happy. But yeah, once you go to, you study, you pass your permit, go to school, and then once you're in school, pay attention, learn the basics, learn everything you gotta know, and then once it's time to do the federal, don't get nervous. That's the one thing that was killing me on my federal day. My nerves got to me. But you know what I did? As soon as the inspector came to me, I started just talking with him to get comfortable. Because mind you, I went to the DMV that early in the morning with my instructor. They told me, go in the morning so you can get a little more practice in before your test. I was like, okay. So mind you, I saw the tester, and he was testing a little small car. So I started talking with him, chatting with him, and then I was like, yeah, I seen you were testing, a lady earlier. And I was like, how'd she do? She passed? She's like, yeah, she passed. But he was like, but that was small cars for regular license. Now we're doing a commercial license. I was like, yeah. So I started chatting with him, and the good thing, as soon as we got to my truck, he made me do my light test, which is on my lights here, my lights outside, all my lights are on the truck. And mind you, that's the thing I also got wrong in my school. So once I got out the way, I was so lucky, because that's the one thing that was stressing me out, the lights. Remembering the lights and the order it goes and everything, and naming every single light, your tractor and your trailer. So once I did that, I got in, I did my air brake. You cannot fail that. That's the one thing you cannot fail. You fail that thing, you're done. You're going back inside the building. once you pass that, you know, for my age, since I was 18, you know, if I failed anything, I would restart from the beginning, which was the air brakes. And other people, you know, over 21, they were lucky. If they failed let's say, the outside of the vehicle, inspection outside of the vehicle, they will come back and get started right there from where they left off. Me, I will have to start from the beginning. So, you know, I started doing everything. Mind you, at school, they told me I would have to name more parts than the people that are 21 years old. And I was scared. And I was like, what? That's not fair. But so I started doing my pre-inspection, you know. Once I got to between the tractor and the trailer, I passed. He showed me the tablet. He's like, you passed. Now let's do the maneuvers. Now the maneuvers, you know, I had to pull forward, roll back. Then I had to do a blind sight parking, whatever it's called, and then offset. So then, you know, boom, I did that, you know. And then I had to do this one that it was really, you know, it was like the most challenging for me. And bro, I don't know how I did it, but I got that thing first try. And mind you, after every single maneuver you do, you blow your horn. You first, you know, pull your brake, you blow your horn, meaning, and then make sure you have your seatbelt on. Make sure, and then, you know, that means that you're done with that maneuver. If you blow that horn and you're not in park or your seatbelt is not on, automatic fail. So you got to make sure everything, you know, or also if you're touching the line, automatic fail. So there's a lot of things come into it, but you get one free get out or two free get outs. You know, the examiner tells you how many get outs you have. And mind you, I did this and I was like, am I in, am I not? He was just looking at me, you know, and he's like, you got a free get out. Bro, I'm so lucky. He was so nice. He literally reminded me I have a get out. I forgot I had a get out. So he reminded me I have a get out. So I got out and I looked, bro, I was money. And then I was about to blow the horn. And I was like, hold on, I put my seatbelt on, make sure everything, and boom, I blew it. He's like, all right, man. He's like, now it's the driving. He took the cones out. He's like, get out. He's like, get out from this parking lot. And you got to get out without touching the grass. You touch that grass, you fail. And so, you know, I started getting out. Everything went smoothly. And then once we got out to the DMV, you know, I started driving really smooth. Me and him were just chatting about random stuff, you know. That's how you know when you make it. Once the once the examiner is just talking with you about random ass stuff, you know, that's when you made it, you know. And then he was falling asleep too. He's like, he was yawning and stuff. He was like, I'm falling asleep. I was like, oh yeah, I made it. And then I was like, now all I gotta do is not hit a curve, because if you hit a curve, automatic fail. So I was like, now I just don't gotta hit a curve and I'm all in the clear. And yup, no curves were hit. Shifting was literally the best, but you got a double clutch, you know, in there. And then once, you know, boom, we parked the truck and it was like, congratulations, man, you passed. He's like, come inside, let's get your license. Boy, I was hyped. I was really hyped. And then he was telling my instructor, he was like, you gotta bring more people like that. You know, if you put the effort into it, man, you will see. You will see. You will get rewarded. Put the time into it and the effort, you can do anything you want. But yeah, man, that's how I got mine. You know, now, look at me driving 18 speeds. I learned how to drive at 10 speed there, and then I learned how to drive 18 speed here. You get more experience, you know, on the road than school, because school, they don't really, you know, they teach you the basics, you know, just for you to pass, and then you gotta learn everything else on the truck.